The Constitutional Convention invites your comments, critiques, amendments to the Constitution. It's padlocked. Yo.
Hello?
What's up, you cold?
Cold? I'm freezing.
Got a motor, dude.
You have a what?
Yo.
Hello?
Why don't you build a fire?
Well, I keep asking Jefferson to build a fire, but he won't. Says he needs the log for posterity and won't part with it.
He's going to give the log to starving children?
I don't get any respect around here. Why, I bet if George I spent the winter in Valley Forge, Washington was cold, we'd get some heat in here.
What are you guys doing in here?
We're writing
We're drafting a constitution for the United States.
Don't say draft, you'll only make me colder.
Wimp.
Why don't you have some hot coffee?
Oh, I can't stand coffee. It makes me irritable and want to bang my head against the walls.
You say that as though it was a bad thing.
Do you have any idea how much it costs to fix a wall these days? It's a racket.
Shouldn't you guys be working instead of just sitting there?
Writer's block. We can't think of any amendments or anything, so we put a suggestion box over there. I don't suppose you have any brilliant ideas?
What about free sandwiches for all roadies?
No, there's no such thing as...
Don't say it, dude. I've heard it before. How come you sign your name so big?
Astigmatism.
Really? Let me see your palms.
All right. The truth is that a friend once told me that women go crazy over guys with a big signature.
Awesome blanket there, dude.
Thank you. It was given to me by my dear old colorblind Aunt Hattie.
Well, I gotta go, dude. It looks like a martini shaker.
Don't touch that, it's government property.
Stolen from the desk of George Washington.
Hey, keep your hands off that.
They don't seem to have gotten too far. Hey, tall, dark, and spiffy, my name's Hoagie.
Well, how quaint. I am, of course, Thomas Jefferson, noted scholar, musician, horseman, student of the sciences, member of the bar.
Oh, sure, I've heard of you, dude. What's in the can, Tommy?
Thomas. My name is Thomas, and this, my chubby friend, is a time capsule, filled with remembrances of our time to be revealed 400 years hence.
So, how's the time capsule going?
I'm sorry to say that except for my log, we haven't got a thing.
Dude, is that like the Constitution?
Right now, it's just a constitution, I'm afraid. We hit a slight creative block right after the preamble. That's why we put up a suggestion box over there.
Dude, I loved your work on the Declaration of Independence.
Ah, thank you. What was your favorite part?
I like those S's that look like F's.
I see.
Has anyone ever told you you're a very snappy dresser?
Why, yes. I studied at Virginia Coat and Technical, where I majored in color theory. I was captain of the varsity cravat team.
Those are impressive credentials, Tom.
Thomas.
Could you start a fire, please?
I'd love to oblige you, young man, but I can't. This is the only log, and I'm saving it for posterity.
How can you let Hancock suffer like that?
A real man is warmed by the fires of his spirit. You should listen to Washington relate his experiences at Valley Forge and take heed.
Well, later, dude.
What? What's going to happen later? Thank you. This is exactly the sort of thing I need for the time capsule. I'll bury it tonight, and it won't be seen for hundreds of years. Future generations are in your debt.
Whoa. Cool view of the outhouses. Excuse me. Yes? Whoa, you're like George Washington. Very much like him, according to my wife, Mrs. Washington. Does Mrs. Washington know you wear so much makeup? One must wear makeup when one receives the phenomenal amount of media attention that I do. It's quite likely that I'll be president soon, you know. Do you think I should be the ecology president or the education president? Depends on how many cherry trees you've chopped down. Well, I am quite the adept tree cutter. Men still tell tales of my youthful prowess. I bet you've lost it. You couldn't cut down a tree to save your grandmother. Lost it, have I? Why, I'd show you a thing or two if there were a cherry tree nearby. But as you can see, there isn't. I only cut down cherry trees. Family tradition, you understand. Cherries only. There's nothing out there but cedar and kumquats.
Sorry, I'm saving it. It's going to be a famous log.
Yo, Tom.
Thomas.
So, how's the time capsule going?
Very well. Now that you've provided that fine recent vintage wine, I plan to bury it this evening.
How goes the framing of the Constitution?
Not so well. We don't know whether to call it the Bill of Rights or Appendix A. I sure hope someone gives us a useful suggestion soon.
How can you let Hancock suffer like that?
A real man is warmed by the fires of his spirit. You should listen to Washington relate his experiences at Valley Forge and take heed.
Well, later, dude.
What? What's going to happen later?
It's a little cage with a canary in it, perched above a little lever. Huh. the father of our country is gazing out at me. Wow! Excuse me. Yes? I've been thinking about what you said about cherry trees.
Pondering the great truths, eh? Well,
I bet you've lost it. You couldn't cut down a tree to save your grandmother.
lost it, have I? Why, I'd show you a thing or two if there were a cherry tree nearby. But as you can see, well, what do you know? There is a cherry tree out there. Well, let's go chop the sucker down.
I said come down from there at once!
Try to understand. I'm stuck in this.
Voila!
You're quite a man.
Yes, I know.
Scratch one kumquat tree.
Those founding fathers are driving me nuts. Flag design changes every 5 minutes. Well, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm making them a flag, ready or not.
So as soon as Hoagie gets that battery working, we're set.
I'm afraid not. We still need a diamond for the main unit. And your friend in the future needs power too, if she's still alive.
Alive?
Get me out of here! I haven't done anything.
Well, you must have done something or you wouldn't be here now, would you? You'd be out in the lobby with your tentacle owner getting dressed up for the human show.
Owner? No one owns me.
Gosh, no owner, you say? Well, don't worry about it. I'm sure someone will come adopt you before we have to put you to sleep.
Damn that Dr. Fred.
Hey, she knows the Edison family motto.
$1952. Okay, I flushed it.
Sometimes I like to eat it raw.
The Chicago Manual of Thermodynamic Flux Induction Circuit Design. Great stuff. Gee, Dr. Fred doesn't have a penny. Hey, Dr. Fred. How's the mad scientist biz?
Not too lucrative lately. We're living mostly on the income from renting out our mansion. That and Edna's tips from her exotic dancing.
You're going to get really chafed hands doing that.
Sorry, coffee jitters.
Maybe you should switch to decaf.
No, then I'd fall asleep and the dreams would come.
We have to do something.
What do you suggest, college boy? No diamond for the central unit, no power for the chronojons. A mutant monster of my own creation, roaming the countryside, taking over the world. It's a dark day for mad science.
Why can't we just fix the time machine?
It needs a whole new diamond. Now where am I going to get the money?
How much could it possibly cost?
$2 million!
So, you've got money, don't you?
Well, I didn't get all the money I expected from that TV show about us. We had to rent out our mansion as a hotel just to make ends meet. If only I had signed that contract in time.
What contract?
Well, after that incident when I was possessed by a meteor from outer space, somebody decided to make a show about us, but they didn't pay us anything. All we got was a cut of the video game.
Wow, that thing made millions.
Yes, I forgot to sign the royalty contract in time, though. I still have it in my safe upstairs.
Let's go get the contract out of the safe and sign it.
I forgot the combination.
But that's so stupid, Dr. Fred.
I know. It gives my enormous brain nightmares. Every night I dream about opening the safe, but I find something horrible inside and slam it shut. Over and over again, night after night.
Is that why you drink so much coffee?
I haven't slept in 2 years.
We have to do something.
Yes, we have to get a new diamond.
What if we unpollute the river?
I could just shut off my sludge-o-matic machine, but it's too late.
You have a machine whose sole function is producing toxic waste?
You can't have a high-tech laboratory like this and not spew poisonous filth. All the other mad scientists would laugh.
How about catching Purple Tentacle?
He's long gone, probably taking over the world as we speak. Soon we'll all be speaking, well, English, I guess.
Isn't there anything we can do?
Go diamond shopping. Call me when you get a diamond.
I think it's designed to run with something, more like a small rodent. It's permanently attached to the countertop.